Sleeve here for this second game. Beating TSM in one game is usually pretty hard. Beating them two, even tougher, but the road does start here for Apex if the upset is there.
It has to. And Apex, they're looking to actually break into those playoff spots, sitting at 7th right now in a big pack. They're 5 and 6, and I believe there's 2-3 other teams that are tied with them at the moment. I know that CLG is also sitting at 5 and 6, but they play P1 after this and are most likely going to pick up a victory there because P1 has been surging up. So Apex, if they want to stand a chance of getting really high up there and securing it.
Oh my god, Kane just goes straight in onto Bjergsen. Level 1 fight, the Pioneer gets flashed out, and Apex are actually collapsing really nicely. TSM sticking together.
Yeah, this is Apex side of the jungle as well. TSM tried to brute force it in, and they might get punished here. They're being wrapped around. Let's see.
Boys.
Level 1, team fight.
Shrimp, that's on Apollo as well. That's first block here. Bjergsen Apollo flashes out.
Too early. He went forward too early. And Shrimp, what was going to be a really good position for his team, ended up being a first blood and multiple flashes being blown there with nothing.
Well, they get caught in the trap, and the only way to get out is to punch straight through the wall, which is effectively what TSM did there, hitting themselves the first blood. This was kooky.
Look at the hesitation. They all walk in the bush, and then he's like, okay, he's not going to push them into the other team, it's a little confusing that he went forward there. I think he thought his team wasn't going to just camp in that bush, and that they were going to try to pincer them, and his team did not follow up on the left side.
Well, yeah, definitely the thought was right there for Apex, but the execution not so much. So we'll actually return ourselves to standard lanes, but we'll flip them upside down. Bjergsen and King doing battle right now. King with a bit of the early edge at level 1. See if Bjergsen can hit that level 2 and push her out. And Keen again can definitely find footing in this matchup if he gets ahead in any sort of way.
Yeah, he has the flash over Bjergsen, so Bjergsen doesn't have an escape tool available to him. Shrimp should gank mid very early on, try to flash, maybe flash tunnel flash, whatever onto Bjergsen, knock him up, and have Keen to follow because he's got no escape.
Shrimp unfortunately is busy trying not to die in his own jungle. He'll take a few hits there. Actually died in that level 1.
Yeah, so it's because he didn't get a leash. Be a little bit lower here. So Patrick Kill is drawn by himself.
Value. It's on the shield. Double is trying to trade back in. Calling there for Hornso going in onto Ray. Good little trade, but a nice hop from the Nah. No follow-up autos though. He's trading across these lanes right now. And Bjergsen is pretty low. Yeah, I know you've got barrier, but around a little too much. Gonna miss his cannon there. Keen, I think, actually got forced him back, and that's a long walk for Bjergsen without C4.
I do like the restraint, though. He has biscuits, but instead of sticking around with the possibility of the gank and his flash being down, back, pick up a null magic mantle with your gold, and then come back to lane. You will miss out on some, but it's not the end of the world.
Good discipline, certainly. It's another nice cue from Bifrost. Get some damage onto Apollo.
Yeah, Shrimp looking towards the top lane right now. He's going to do the Rex side behind the turret gank. And he goes through. He has flash, but so does TSM's laner.
Spotted a little late. Double lift the target. Waiting. Flash on Morrow. Double lift wants the heal as well. Damage is there, but not enough follow-up.
Oh, especially looked like he went to the side for just half a second. And that's all it takes. So he gets the flash. Has to blow his own. So a successful gank at the end of the day because he got heal on top of it. So Summoner's Spell advantage.
Yeah, looked like it would have converted, but no dice there for Apex. They'll have to wait for their first kill. Good taunt, but it doesn't quite get under the turret. Ray buffers his jump out, and Hornso still taking damage. Ray going to move back in. Hyper's going to proc. Autos there. Good flash by Hornso.
He pulled him really far forward. Ray went aggressive, and here comes Svenskeren, who has body slam flash available to him.
It was all a ruse. Ray
wants to transform. Ray wants to transform. He wants to get it.
Trying to get Mega. Needs a little more. Oh, flash! Horns out! Might be okay, but Sven is going to chase him down. Taunt's going to miss, but Ray, I think's going down here. Almost Mega Sven able to take him out, and that TP's late.
Oh, it's really late on that teleport. It looked like Keen had to complete his back first instead of teleporting directly there. So yeah, he had to complete his back, and then he started to channel it. Instead of doing it directly from lane.
Fortunate stuff there, but Hornso, nice little bait. Sven actually going to catch Shrimp here. Flash body slam. Gets him straight on the end of it, and Sven's still going, but Keen's like, I'm still here. Yeah, Sven's like, maybe I back away then. I'll take you all.
So Keen was like, I got to get those minions. Svenskeren, though, having to use his flash and getting the camp away. Shrimp, had no flash, trying to take advantage of it. Almost got the kill, but not as lucky.
Hyper aggressive from Svenskeren, but I love it. He's still in the enemy jungle. It's been his which would have been a sick outplay.
Yeah. Just flashes the Q barrel, so it wasn't ideal, and I don't think he even got the second bounce off of the top.
Good trade from Keen, actually. He's given it up already, though. In fact, double lift. And Bifrost also casually walking through the lane, so Probably not so much on that King. Keen actually doing pretty well in this lane so far, though.
Yeah, after getting that flash early from Bjergsen, it definitely worked out in his favor. But now with the flash back up, Keen doesn't have the same type of kill pressure, and Bjergsen choosing to back early instead of staying in the lane and waiting for possibly a dive or a gank from Trip was the right choice. You can see he's pretty much even in CS.
Yeah, pretty difficult as well without Ignite. Especially with barrier for Apex to convert to a kill. Spence now going to find Shrimp, or maybe the other way around.
Yeah,
Keen here as well. Good body slam. Bjergsen going to follow back in, and Keen does land a chain in. There's the double chain. He's hit 6. Shrimp is going to get the kill. And Bjergsen just can't answer.
Yeah, Shrimp, level 4, goes into the jungle, and Keen has priority on that lane because he has a little bit of an advantage over Bjergsen in terms of pressure on this LeBlanc, especially early on. So, clears the wave up, threatens to kill Bjergsen, who's level 5 with his level 6. Gets priority.
Yeah, little experience advantage was enough. Great play there from Apex to collapse in TSM's jungle and give Sven a taste of his own medicine. Bjergsen, though, keeping up in farm, which is the nice thing here. And that lane is probably not going to have too much happening unless they start leaving. Well, a double lift onto Apollo now, chasing forward with Karma, but Apollo stands his ground and throws a few shots back and double lift. Doesn't want to overcommit into bar Caitlyn.
Yeah, there's this invisible line between you and your AD carry. Like, Callista makes it really easy to see that line, but your support and your AD carry, if that line gets too long, then you can counter, you can run it on one person and not worry about the other one following up. And that's exactly what happened there. Especially still trying to get bush control, and it left Apollo out to dry, so they were able to rush him, deal some damage and win the trade.
Still interesting there from double lift. As Monster and Ray are still going at it here in the bottom lane. Level 6 for Haunter, so can join in with the ultimate if need be. Looks like blue buff just getting handed off now. Runs farming up pretty comfortably. Bjergsen right now has the CS lead. Keen to catch up. I think he's also gotten his blue, so pretty quiet last few minutes, given that we had an explosive level 1 action. But signals from TSM not too bad. Apex though keeping up just under 1,000 gold behind at this point.
Yeah, and the thing here for Apex is range support, not losing this lane in the top bot side, I guess the bottom lane at the top. It's just the jungle that they've kind of lost control over. Since Garen's trying to get to level 6. His next body slam flash for a kill. Down bottom, it's just been this brawl back and forth. So the lanes are pretty even, and you can see Apex is just holding toe-to-toe with the laners. It's just this 1,000 that's enough. Slight CS advantages, top and mid.
That's level 6. Special, that's not a stun. Shrimp's going to make sure he gets in there. Sven's like, nope, collapse the tunnel. Shrimp's here, but this is pressure from TSM. Like, thought about a dive, but good coverage from Shrimp to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Coverage with the point rush, and I think that this, just looking way forward, is on up the battle here for Apex because their wave clear is really low. You're relying on Apollo to get to his turret game, and that's your source of wave clear. That's safe. Like, LeBlanc can wave clear, but only pretty much a lone wave if there's anybody there, which you're CJ, you have a Nazir and a Sivir. Like, your waves are paper, and you're not going to be able to hold against that.
It's a curious interaction. Just some trading back and forth. Also actually TP's back to lane, knowing he has a global advantage. King also going to get that blue buff handed over. So Ray's going to get forced back here. We'll see if he TP's back to lane or if he saves it for a play later. That was really nice. A subtle thing, but King dashed in, expecting a solo jump here. He's like, no, I'm not putting it up. I'll just over you.
Exactly. Having a hard time in this jungle matchup because Shrimp kind of jungles by himself, whereas TSM, it's always Spence Garrett and Bjergsen. It's that duo. They really take control through the mid lane. In this game, even though Keen came up and really dealt with some care, that's how you have to deal with TSM's pressure, to have your own mid and jungle synergy down, where you are applying pressure to TSM.
It's actually late lane swap back might cost TSM a turret here, although they are looking to trade, but they wanted the Ocean Drake. They actually moved down and get it at 10 minutes, so pretty standard timing there. TSM now going to work on kind of a weird late lane swap, but we should just have some turrets traded here. Apollo going to pick up this gold, special helps him out, but TSM should answer shortly. In trouble, good bomb there from Zenzgara. Nox came back. Ulti not going to connect though. WW found the right. Candy's going to go down.
No distortion available. And the body slam flash, peg back. Slows the flash, makes it that Keen can't get out. Bjergsen using Svenskeren to gain advantage, get another foothold in this Apex at the same time. Go to the Rift Arrow.
Mid lane.
Mid.
Not the right lane.
So it's going to go to Shrimp.
Well, I mean, better than nothing. Keeps it out of Haunter's hands.
Oh, Spencer's looking for Ray here. Here comes the ultimate.
Spen riding in as well. Spen wants it, going to try and line things up. Haunter doesn't quite connect with double lift here, and Ray just doesn't have anything left. Since Karen, an easy kill for him.
It doesn't even matter. Double lift is there with the on the hut, and it hits Haunter at the end of it, so he's able to rush forward. And he has to run to a really bad position.
That's not done. He's rewarded. Yeah, this dive again onto Kane. Feeling pretty good. Apollo going to get zoned out of the way. TSM just trying to keep them off the turret.
Not enough teams do this where they have pressure on the side of mid. They just try to barrel down mid lane. And they're just like, okay, let's 5-on-5, they ram this, and eventually get the turret because we get a better comp. It's like, well, no. They've been doing this since day one of the the summer split here, where Spen's scared, and sometimes Haunter will flank the mid and pincer it, and if somebody gets left out of position, then you're attacking from multiple angles, defending your flanks is much harder.
TSM, you get some turret damage. Can't take it though, because Spen didn't have enough threat without his ultimate. Bjork there with the blue buff still pushing in. Actually opens up a nice CS lead versus Keen. So is Haunter versus Ray once again. That double in a little bit behind. So Apollo about 10 CS ahead there. That's some good news. But once again, TSM is pretty much winning through the laning phase. They're almost 2,000 gold ahead. The turrets are even as short as 4 kills for TSM. So that's just again been strong laning that's getting them good early leads.
It's mostly those advantage we were talking about. And they were able to get that early kill. Honestly, not enough happened as a follow-up to it in terms of summoner spell advantages. But these summer spells, 5-man bottom dive. Let's see. It's not going to happen.
Yep, Ray's like, oh, unfortunate. It's going to kind of waddle out. Actually might get caught here.
Yeah.
Going to keep kiting. Body slam doesn't quite connect there for Spen. Ray almost going mega though. The rest of his team not joining them, trying to zone them off another turret.
Yeah.
Will take it, so successful.
Yeah, they zone him off the turret. They get themselves one. Haunter, he's going to try to push this top lane, and Bjergsen's going to rotate up there, and you're going to see how TSM allocate people here. Is they're going to put their jungler securing that camp and going mid, but Apex, they're going to try to rush it. They're going to go for the long con here, and then they're going to go mid and have one person top, but Ray, he can't go up there by himself. They have to give it up.
I think they just saw Bjergsen, so Ray wanted to go up top lane, decides instead to counter push mid with the rest of his team.
Yeah, this is a little bit of an oversight here from TSM. If Apex are actually very confident in this, they can do a lot of damage to this turret.
Hot ult hits Spen. Special maybe looking for the follow-up flash as he gets the angle on the binding. He's going to stun up Spen, and that's a great kill for Apex. TP in now for TSM. It's Haunter joins in, finds Keen. Bjergsen going to move down, ulti straight on top of him, but Keen's still living for a little while longer. The rest of Apex collapse. Bifrost flashing forward, going to try and take out Bjergsen with a heal. Does finally go down though, but Doublelift gets Apollo on the back end. Now Shrimp awfully low. Doublelift cutting back as best he can, but Ray almost megas again. Moves Bifrost into the wall. Wildson down as well. Haunter still chasing in. Ray just taking too much damage as Haunter gets another, and TSM turn it all around.
Yep, tried to get the kill there. Ray going really aggressive. He didn't transform soon enough, and then his Gnar wasn't exactly the one that he wanted. TSM coming up a little bit ahead in that fight. It's honestly a 2-for-3 at the end of the day. 2 for 2.
Oh, Shrimp caught again. Special here though. Maybe a little too much from Haunter. Going to try and solo him out. Damages maybe there. Needs a few more autos. There's one. There's two. Shrimp's going to go down, and Haunter's going to walk away.
The bard just killed my friend. Doesn't really hurt that much.
Peace.
Though. Oh, hey!
High five.
Ships in the night. Right by each other. Give him a high five on the way through.
He's got ulti, so this is actually not that unsafe. Spen just going to take it special. Wants to interrupt this. Oh, binds him to the red buff. That's rude.
Not getting much help though. Ray has to get that top lane. CS is missing some.
Good looking stuff, but
Suddenly.
I mean, TSM had already prepared it earlier, so they'll just take the easy turret. Still up 2,000 gold, but Apex fighting back a lot better in this game. TSM definitely made a bit of an error in that mid lane, but the turret holds as a result. They collapse effectively and keep the game in their favor for now.
Yeah, it's about a 2,000 gold lead, whereas the last game, at the 16-minute mark, is a 4,000 gold lead for TSM. So it's definitely not the same pace for TSM in terms of advantage. Because Apex are being turrets effectively. They're playing their kind of pick style right now, but Ray is still getting shut down and still becoming a problem that may escalate towards the mid lane game here.
The rest of the pressure's not letting up. Bjergsen happy to wave through as he can. Good pressure from King, though.
That's perfect. Mountain Drake is live. Chunk out the mid laner. He had a refillable potion, so he flew both charges of it now. And all you have to do is keep chunking them out, make sure that they can't contest this, and be a little bit afraid. Ray, charge up your Narvar, run over here, and then they get a Mountain Drake. And all you have to worry about is that top lane turret and the middle pressure. So,
Drake goes over to Apex. Pressure now from TSM. Apex is going to cut him off. Special maybe with ready with an ulti. Good dodge of the binding dash from Pentakill. And they're actually all going top lane though to try and take out the tier 2 that Haunter has been preparing.
Okay. They didn't answer appropriately here instead of running straight through. And
finds Bjerg, not too bad. Apex
can do that.
Collapse. Turret goes down though, and Apex a little too late to defend. KSM with a successful rotation, so they trade Mountain Drake for a top tier 2.
It's a little strange that they're getting out-rotated here, because Special does have the magical journey to get his team up there faster, and if they're confident in those moves, they still have teleport, so if they kind of get like this, the old switcheroo pulled around on them, where it's like, we're top, oh, just kidding, we're mid, they can TP, and you know, like, King can do that, and he doesn't have to worry about having a TP disadvantage against Pierce.
Going to go bottom lane now, so King can start to move out to these longer side waves. He's pretty safe. Collect up some extra path for himself and join where needed. Shrimp pulling a Svenskaren here, going to try and steal away this red buff. Does go over to Shrimp. Shrimp going to look for double if. Double if says no. And Shrimp tunnels out to safety. Magical journey. Whee! All the points. And Rip Scuttle Crab. Got destroyed here by Special's binding. And Shrimp keeping up here versus Sven actually a little bit ahead in CS. Both junglers have really been trading invade paths back and forth in this game, but that mid turret being up still a point of strength for TSM that they can play around, especially with Haunter's side lane pressure.
Yeah, side lane pressure for Haunter. Even though Referral did go over to Apex, he went to Shrimp, and he's not having the same type of pressure with that buff that Ray would love to have as an R, and he sees 2 levels down because of the fact that he's been joining these fights. He's trying to team fight, and Haunter is just split pushing all day.
It takes a little longer than stage managed to get there, but aggressive look from Ray, I like that. That Black Cleaver next up for the Frozen Mallet.
That's a really big point too, is the globals that are faster than teleport. And they're not going to go for it?
Just chill. TSM just looking to see if another turret. This is cross map pressure now. Looking for that top and bottom lane 2-pronged attack.
Yep, Haunter's hanging out and pushing up top.
Damage here as well. Ray's actually pretty far forward. King dives in. They try and catch him, but don't quite get it.
It's a way to their problem for Apex. Renancer King finally complete for Apollo, but it still takes a little bit longer than you would like it to against a team that wrecks your wave in pretty much a fraction of a second here. They have to rely on the traps. Apollo sitting at rank 4 traps. He went 4 points Q and then 4 points Portal. Snap trap.
Oh, great shield from Double In from the ult. He doesn't quite tag Sven.
Yeah, Firefrost had to flash out of it.
Okay.
Got that.
A little worth there for a special, but Apex trying to do the right thing with Bjergsen putting pressure mid lane, but now he's going to rotate himself over perhaps if TSM can collapse once more. Very intelligent 3-lane pressure here from TSM, just trying to find another weakness.
I'm surprised it especially didn't walk up to that end. I guess he's just a little bit unsure because they don't have control of their jungle just yet. You see the ward coverage.
Ooh, blue buff went to Sven, I think.
Yeah, it's underneath his big feet. It's way down there.
He does have big feet. Gets over the wall though. So Haunter again is waiting for his team to make the big play call. Still sitting here, trading waves with Ray back and forth. Doesn't really want to engage in 1v1, especially in a very long lane. TSM looking to assault those tier 2s, but despite all the pressure and coverage on the right-hand side of the map, couldn't quite crack them. So successful defense so far from Apex, but see if they can keep holding on. TSM still up 4,000.
Yeah, and it's this lead that just slowly starts building on top of itself, and they're threatening these turrets, they're pushing up, they're playing the rotation game, and they're not afraid to take risks at all. And I love watching that, because you would think that they had like God vision of the map, but what they're doing is they're calling a lot of teams bluffs and saying, well, there's no way they should be here. Like, Special just walked up on Bjergsen and said, okay, there's a possibility that there are 2 people here, so we don't know where they are. But TSM say, if there's 2 people here, we have enough trust in each other that we can collapse in time because they were all doing things like that. So they're willing to take those risks, and then afterwards, retrospectively, just be like, oh, wasn't worth it, whatever. Failure's a part of process.
Bjergsen going to solo away his blue buff. TSM actually transferring some of their attention over to the Baron area. Shrimp looking to clear out some wards, does get a few, but a nice big juicy pink ward in the middle of the pit for TSM gives them the monopoly on that particular section. Apex again, just kind of playing catch up with TSM, play run around with them.
Yep, and that's the thing is TSM are trying to not let them catch up, and I love watching their leads because they'll be like, okay, 4,000 gold lead. And there's been so many games where a team has a 4,000 gold lead, and then 10 minutes later they still have a 4,000 gold lead. They haven't done anything to multiply their gold or push their advantage to create more of an advantage. Snowball. But TSM are really good at doing that. Even if it's just, hey, we have like 1,000 more combat stats than you. Well, that's 1,000 more combat stats we're going to leverage here.
Definitely playing this one a little slower. Doublelift once again with a nice spell shield. But he's actually taking damage from Keen, I believe. The TSM might have to back off from that siege, but these turrets don't regenerate. They're actually getting decent damage down onto them slowly. It kind of looks like TSM are just doing the same thing over and over again, and in some ways they are, but they are slowly making ground here. Yeah. So at some point Apex, they'll lose those turrets, and the TSM will have even more gold to work with.
Yeah, there's always that mentality of, if I don't get a turret when I'm attacking it this time, then it's not worth attacking. Some people will just overcommit for the turret. Because it's okay to do 90% of a turret's HP, and then come back for it way later when it's at 10%, because teams will forget about the status of that turret for a bit.
So Drake being up, TSM going to transfer some stuff over. It's really nice from Shrimp, though. Gets over to clear that pink white out and rewards the Baron buff. Doublelift though going to walk over. Doesn't have a pink, but Bifrost does, so it looks like they'll replace that vision.
Ray, this is actually something he's been working towards, is having that Black Cleaver finally completed. So the speed advantage he'll have over Hunter with his Frozen Mallet and the Phage passive gives him a split push advantage now against the Shen. This is
Bifrost, face check. Gets chained up there by Keen. Ray coming in, Sanjanatic used on Bifrost. He's taking damage, but he's soaked a lot there. Shrimp finally takes him down.
And Hunter comes through.
Ray looking for the big ulti. Chunks out Doublelift from the rocks as well. Big mistake from TSM to lose their support there.
Actually, very interesting. Apex decided to go towards the mountain break instead of possibly setting up a Baron bait and just try to go for the small fish here.
Recall.
Yeah, on a lot of them.
Shrimp back now though. Garen, I think, just looking for a steal perhaps. Throws the barrel in. Sees that they've started it, and Apex don't want to commit. They're about to spot Doublelift on the top side, but they can't see him just yet. Projection spam maybe just a little too scary.
Yeah, as soon as they see him, I mean, special Fuel Lab's ulted up in a few seconds here. I think you throw it out, try to get a flash. There's no way that Doublelift can make it to this fight.
Ooh, Gray's a good flank strip. Oh! Three-man ulti there as well.
Spring to get in.
Cut him off. Good off from Bjergsen. Spirit's Refuge going to protect him for a little while longer. Bjergsen surfs his way out to safety, acing the whole block by Bifrost. And TSM escape a very tricky situation.
Both junglers played that fight absolutely perfect. Shrimp, flash knockup, right as Xpecial was throwing his temper fake. Great synergy there. But Spenskarin stopped the follow-up. He threw his explosive cask out right when Ray was going to look to jump. He almost had his Narbar full, and Spenskarin's like, no, I'm not even going to give him the chance to follow up this temper fake with the Nar. Really well played there to stop his team from being devastated.
Yep. The bait now on the Baron for TSM. They give the Drake over to Apex. We have two Mountain Drakes now, actually. We talked about maybe their wave clear being a problem. Well, their siege should not be with this Caitlyn.
Yeah, when they actually reach those turrets. The Caitlyn is kind of the supplementary, or I guess the replacement of the wave clears. You put down traps that funnel your enemy into certain places, and then you try to pick them off, do some damage there.
Ray gets the big Krug. Spenskarin, though, continuing to play aggressively up in Apex's jungle.
That was going to come through. Stops it. And uses the ultimate on one person. Really good control and really good recognition that that's what he should do.
Apex back to the little tricks around the Baron, though. Shrimp portals in, tunnels out. Pretty easy excavation of that pink cord. TSM still trying to find a foothold in this game. This gold lead has stayed pretty stagnant for the last few minutes. TSM haven't quite found a big break in this game yet. They're still ahead, don't get me wrong.
It went up to 5,000. I guess 4.8.
Yeah,
it's really, really close.
It's okay.
Yeah, the 5K gold advantage. So a few minutes ago, 4 minutes, it was about 4K. So they're still getting these smaller advantages that keep adding up.
Apex fighting back though. Oh, ulti from Spen's going to be forced out. Ray going to go back in. Looks for the ult. Finds two there. Bjergsen going to get knocked back into the team. Shrimp's going to get one kill. But Bjergsen, a huge body slam going to go off. And Doublelift just tearing them to pieces. Ulti from Xpecial might keep them safe. But Haunter, he's going to zone out Apollo. Spen is going to die, but Shrimp should fall in response. Guardian Angel's still there though, and Doublelift doing the damage. Haunter now going to turn things around. Apollo died to Haunter, and they're going to chase back Shrimp. Shrimp's going to be the next kill. And a bloodbath actually goes over to actually an even trade.
Yeah. 3 for 3. Doublelift just stands his ground, throws out the ricochets. I mean, that Sivir just decimated that fight. It looked like it was going to be great for Apex. but it ends up being better for TSM because they have the wave clear. He pushes up, he gets a turret. If Keen is able to answer this mid turret finally, then it'll almost be an even trade.
Looks like he is, so I guess they'll have to take it. Keen should have enough minions here to clear this out, and he's going to get a turret trade. TSM again, all that preparation they've done in the bottom side before, they won the fight and they're able to take it. This is a little too cheeky.
This is great. This is great. They're just going to sit there. Ray, when he transforms, he doesn't have as much mobility to get out.
Oh, he now transforms in. They're going to try and turn it around. He's actually pretty squishy, remember, as Ray. I don't think he can get out of this. He'll hop out of the way, but Double Lift gets him.
Yeah, if he had stayed mini, he would have been able to bounce off one of his own minions there if he had just walked north. So, honestly, changing is one of the bad parts of NAR. Sometimes you're just like, I just want to stay mini forever when I'm one-on-one or one-on-two. And then you want to be big for the team fights all the time. It's like, why am I mini?
And a big kind of 1v1 build from Ray really cost him. And that 1v2, almost no tank stats, with now just the...
Should have built for the 1v2, bro.
Should have built for the team, I guess. Decides not to in this instance, so Ray does need a little bit of time. Keen up with a shutdown. See a double lift.
Yeah, great pick there. If they're able to kill double lift off, he's a substantial part of their damage, especially since Biofrost went for the Ardent Sensor. This is a fantastic item right now with the increase on the shielding and healing that it has. I don't even care about that. This item gives attack speed, and it also gives damage on hit to double lift, but also Bjergsen, right? He's got that attack speed. It's going to be great. But here we go. Baron.
Yeah, aggressive from Apex here as Bjergsen actually caught again. Shrimp looking for the knockup. He's going to find it. Ulti out. Might keep him alive, actually. Ray going to try and flank him out. Bjergsen has to surf to safety, but now Haunts is caught. And the rest of the team, no, he's not. Svenskeren teams up to take out Apollo. And now Haunts are going to put up the refuge. He's so tanky. Shrimp going to get tagged by a taunt. Ray, can he follow in? Gets him again. King goes in, but he gets exhausted by Biofrost. Now Shrimp trying to tunnel his way out. Barely gets to safety as Ray gets one. It's only Bio for the ulti. King going to follow in, but Biofrost flushes out to safety. And now Stand United, he's going to reposition the Shen. Haunts are going to lock them down. King's Mimic's going to die. Bjergsen will chase him for the real one. Ray's dead on this other side as Haunts takes him out on TSM. This is too good.
It's a 5v4. It's a 5v4. They lose nobody except for double lift off of the pick originally, and they get two.
And now going to take Baron, apparently. Just TSM things.
Oh, Shrimp, he's going to try to steal. He stole yesterday and won his team the game in a comeback. Doublelift's going to pop the ultimate. He's going to try to chase them down.
Oh, go through the tunnel. Shrimp, you must escape.
Well, Doublelift is going to try to distract him. If Shrimp unburrows for the knockup, he can't get through the wall. He doesn't have his flash. He has to stay here. Haunter's going to try to taunt him. If he hits the taunt, it forces an unburrow.
There he is. He's going in too early, but I have to try and get it. Oh, my God. He stole the Baron. Shrimp's going to die for it, but Apex hold.
Just throw the burst down. So many times I've seen junglers go in at 2,000 HP on the Baron because they think it's going to get burst by the other team, and the other team just holds and tanks it. But Keen assists in the damage burst, picks up the Baron on top of Shrimp's smite, and Svenskeren didn't even get to use his.
Crucial save there for Apex to keep this game in the grab.
Burst there on top of Shrimp's smite. Svenskeren didn't get time to react.
Yeah, looking up there as Infernal Drake's also live, so more smite fights may be breaking out here across Summoner's Rift as TSM going to look to get their second Drake of the game. Apex are actually up in big monsters here, although now TSM equalize. 2 mountains versus Infernal and an ocean, but Baron on Apex going to buy them some time if nothing else. Poor Ray doesn't have it.
The one person that they would really want to have, well, I guess you want two, because you want to stop that siege and that wave clear. Yeah. This team basically falls over on Apex's side if the other team gets Baron, so they have to go for broke. Because your wave clear is so kind of pitiful in the first place, if they get a Baron, then you pretty much keel over and die and lose your base. But the fact that Keen is able to kill it, get it for himself, keeps that gold lead at just 5,000 for TSM, so hasn't been able to grow.
Apex, to their credit, maybe lose a bit around the map, but they've definitely been fighting well against TSM in these situations. And TSM, always the team to bring the fight. Apex, though, looking good. Then once again, pushing aggressively once King, but he misses the body slam, gets the ultimate. Haunts is going to ride in for it. Chained by King should hold it out, but there's a magical journey take by Haunts that gets bound on the other end by a cosmic binding.
Yeah, Haunts are super tanky. Killing him is going to be a chore.
It's actually zoning right now.
He can stand here zone.
Eat a cupcake.
He'll even take us
up, Spirit's Refuge.
You don't care.
We chill. Bergson even now going to keep him out of the way. Apollo finally returns. Sven took damage from Keen again. Ulti, it's 3!
Ray doesn't have Meganar though.
No, ulti out there from Bergson, going to try and zone them out of the way. Haunter actually caught Ray in the mini Nightfall. Damage is there. Do they have the burst? He flushes out to safety. TSM with no kills. Well, they hold on after Special's big ulti.
Yeah, Emperor's Divide there as well to kind of section off the team and allow everybody to go after Ray, push him out. I mean, it's kind of a complete contrast to the top laners. Haunter, incredibly tanky, can just stand there. Ray really has to choose his moments to go in. And this series, this guy, he's 1-12-7 right now. So Ray is picked on over and over again. Both games, both deaths on his team. It's just, he's not having a good day, but it's not because of his play. It's mostly because TSM is just trying to ruin his day.
And to his team's credit, Apex actually picking up the slack in a lot of ways. Sure, Ray's being targeted, but Shrimp and Kane and Special all having good moments here, and Apollo's just providing the damage he needs to from the Caitlyn, who does not have 3 items. Like, Apex are making a fight out of this game, and TSM, I would almost call it frustrating to get such a clear lead, still be ahead by a pretty significant chunk of gold, and just kind of feel like you've been running into a brick wall for the last 10 minutes, because Apex, they've just constantly defended TSM's attacks, and we're getting to a point where this game, despite the gold, it is starting to equalize out a bit.
Yeah, and it's mostly because people will start approaching those item thresholds and be like, okay, well, having a completed item over somebody having components, it's like worth way more, but then when you have like 4 items and they have 4.5, it's like, okay, well, that's not a big deal. You have 4.5 and they have their 5, their kit. It's not that huge. So Apex, in terms of combat effectiveness, they're still really high up there. I think the biggest discrepancy is just that top lane, because Ray, like, no magic resistance, Seer's going straight through him. So he's really like banking on one more item, get him one more item, and maybe a GA after that.
Yeah, kind of needs one big ulti maybe as well. Can definitely add utility to those fights, but TSM now going to start a shove down the bottom side. Haunter has escorted the minion wave almost all the way up, but Apex already with the defense. Caitlyn trap line already set up.
Yeah, it's basically, traps are here, alright, rotate mid, see what happens, because that's their supplement, or their replacement.
Pot shots there for double it under the turret. The Keen looking for a flank, finds Haunter. Not the one he wants.
Trying to bait out the taunt there from Haunter.
Whoa. Special flashes out. Gets 2. Ray going to follow in. He's almost making out, but Sven's going to try and stop him. He's being shaped up again. Oh, he goes in. Huge ulti, and the double scoops back as Emperor's Divide thrown out as well. TSM holding their ground. They're doing their damage. And Shrimp's already had the GA popped again. Double is going off. So is Bjergsen there as the damage is too much. And Apex, a valiant effort, but TSM win the fight.
Yeah, Apollo just can't get through Haunter. He even has a Lord Dominic's Regard to try and shred his armor. But the Spirit's Refuge just keeps him alive and makes sure that he doesn't take much damage. And Haunter's just immovable.
Becoming a real problem here. TSM finally breaking in him open and get some traction onto mid lane. They'll transfer bot, see if they can't get more done. But Elder Dragon up in a minute 30. That maybe needs to be reset, as Baron's also coming up shortly before then. But right now, with 20 seconds still left on the death time, is TSM going to look to push forward. Keen again off to the side. Trying to do something here. Double it pops the spell shield. Double biting finds one Keen. Looks to assassinate Bergson, and he does get it. That's going to force TSM away.
And Keen's going to keep going. Keen's going to keep looking for more picks. If you can continue to run them down, pick them off. Baron is up in 1 minute. Elder Dragon's up in 1 minute. And nope. I guess he's just going to go for the blue. Decides that they have so much movement speed, he just popped the Silver ultimate. And it's not worth it.
You know, Chase. Shrimp actually uses his ulti as well, but can't get too far away. Special finally gives up his chase. So again, we have to reset the map for these big monsters that are now spawning.
Exactly. This is a very scary time in the game for everybody, because the vision is
huge commitment.
Well, if you pick off the jungler, there's no chance of a smite steal.
Stand United, though, is pretty tanky. Sven getting locked up. Damage is there. Huge now back, and Ray almost gets the kill. Sven finally falls down, and TSM just can't quite do it.
Perfect timing on that Gnar. Haunter came through, so he couldn't taunt afterwards and stop the damage follow-up. Throws Haunter and Sven Scared against the wall, so his team can pick off the jungler. Baron is up in 5 seconds. Bjergsen is back on the field, and that's going to be where Apex start moving towards. But TSM, they get mid-priority. Their super minions here can soak a little bit of your time. You're just trying to waste time if you're TSM.
I mean, they don't have long. Ends up in 20 seconds, so the 5v4 power play isn't going to last too much longer. Apex, they're just going to clear out what vision they can. Looks like they've got priority on the Baron area, but they do have to trade here. Elder Dragon is now up. The TSM get vision there first.
You have a Bard and a Rek'Sai in the tunnel. He throws out, or in the pit, special doesn't have ultimate for a little bit longer.
Sun Turret and Super still causing issues as well. And looks like the bottom lane also pushing forward towards Apex's inhibitor turret, so some stuff to contend with his TSM just starting this Elder Dragon.
And now they're pinged onto the Baron. That Elder Dragon, though, is going to do a lot of work. You see Svenskeren? Svenskaren's not at the Elder Dragon. They're going to take this with just the brute force, and then they're going to Sivir ultimate maybe and rush towards the Baron. We'll see.
Yeah, they do.
They just need to get across the map quickly and get this fight.
Keeping it from Haunter, he's just going to go for a Baron, getting so low. Oh my God, Sven steals it this time. And now Haunter going to look, flash top line 3. Sven there in with a damage and double has gone ballistic. Cleaves off Apollo's head. King's going to die there as well. Shrimp's going to get his face crit off. And Bjergsen chasing down for almost an ace. Double it for the triple kill, and King turns tail and runs.
That was an absolutely incredible play there from all of TSM. Hanser with the taunt flash on the 3 in the pit. Keeps them all there. And amazing steal from Svenskeren.
TSM going to take the last few Nexus turrets with Baron and Elder Dragon. Apex took a while to go down, but TSM keeps swinging, and they deliver the final blow for yet another 2-0 sweep.
And TSM are now